Live from Ali Gymnasium, campus of Nevada Union High School, Touchdown Productions, celebrating 12 years of local high school sports television, is proud to present the Lady Miners Road to the Playoffs. Tonight, as they battle for the playoffs, continues in the third place 6-3 Nevada Union Lady Miners take on the undefeated 9-0 Del Oro Golden Eagles. It's the final meeting of the year between these two SFL rivals, and all the action is coming up right here, right now, on your NorCal Game of the Week. Well, the Lady Miners have their work cut out for them tonight as they get ready to take on the high-flying Golden Eagles of Del Oro, the hottest team in the SFL at 21-1 here at Ali Gymnasium. Good evening, basketball fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. This is Paul Brown, along with Gil Dominguez, our director, and the commander, too, is Sean Krzyzewski. And, of course, the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team is on hand for tonight's home and key SFL contest. But first, as our tradition here on the Game of the Week, we begin with some bonus coverage. That's right. We got bonus coverage right here at Touchdown Productions, and we'll join the JV game of the girls here already in progress. It's the fourth quarter, and it has been a wonderful game so far, a barn burner, with the game being virtually tied the entire second half. As we'll take the action up, you can see it's been all over the court and all over the floor. Underneath the basket now, Del Oro, and more bodies flying all over the floor. That's number 14 for NU. That's Emma. As they try to sort out who's been fouling who here. The Miners 31, Del Oro Golden Eagles 33. And as I said, it has been back and forth and physical ever since the start of this second half. It's Alyssa handling the ball. Back over to Taryn, and they're going to try to break this half-court press by the Golden Eagles and they'll pick up a foul. Neither team in foul trouble at this point here in the fourth quarter. So that is yet to become a factor in this game. Lindsay will inbound the ball for the Miners, as Becker, number 2 for Del Oro, will enter the game for the first time since the half. Long pass underneath will result in a turnover. Lindsay is the point guard and a good one, but she does have a tendency to make some errant passes. So inbounding now, Dornett for the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Del Oro looking to go inside. Dornett will take a shot off the rim. Opportunity for the Miners, stolen back away. Dornett looking inside again. Nothing there. And once again, she will try to make the steal. There's a walk. I'll tell you, the most impressive player on this Del Oro team is Dornett, number 24, and she is all over the court. So with 2 turnovers back-to-back and opportunities missed here by the Miners, to take a timeout. Coach will talk it over. This is JV bonus action, Miner girls basketball, and this is a look at the future here for your Lady Miners as they have a very excellent JV team. Breaking the huddle now. We'll look at the last 6 minutes of play. Here's a coach for the JV team looking on. As Del Oro will inbound the ball. Picking up at half court is Lindsay. Del Oro trying to side again, and another turnover. Slowing it down. Long pass now underneath. Left all by herself. That's number 14, Emma, and she scores. And that'll tie this up. Emma sneaking behind. And an alert pass by Lindsay. She'll try for the three-point play. In the game now for Del Oro is Jorgensen. And she will go to the line for one, and we'll get the three-point play. So Emma pulls the team ahead by one, and we here now have Gil Dominguez has joined me here next to me. Evening, Gil. And so we'll have another timeout as Del Oro is going to take their time and wisely take advantage of every opportunity. Sean, would you please open up Gil's mic?
All right, that's what the whole introduction thing is for, so that way Sean knows.
Yeah, and you know, it's better to hear you than to see you, Gil.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, what I was going to say is this is a nail-biter of a game, as was the freshman game. It came down to the last basket. Del Oro was ahead by 2 points. Lady Miners took it inbounds with 1 second left to play. They got the shot they wanted right at the top of the key. The girls wide open, put it up, hit the rim, rolled around, fell out. Del Oro wins by 2. Back to Paul Brown.
Wow, that must have been something to see. Well, we've got one lined up here with 5 minutes and 27 seconds left. And this game is a 1-point back-and-forth seesaw battle. Seeing some great JV action here in the bonus coverage here in your NorCal Game of the Week. Paul Brown with Gil Dominguez. Proud to be here. Del Oro in black, working the ball. Trying to go inside where they have some very good inside post players. Especially with Hinkie, number 33, inside. They try to work it into her. Playing position basketball and on this tough man-to-man or woman-to-woman defense. So now back into the game for the Miners. Number 24, Sarah, will come in. The tallest girl on the court. She'll try to play a little zone under the basket, tighten it up. Del Oro looking for that jump shot on the side and scores.
Dornette really going well to her right-hand side. Found a little space, put up the soft J.
Dornette is a powerhouse underneath. She can handle that ball. So the Miners will try to come back, and there's a long bomb, and it goes in.
Elisa from outside for 3.
That was in another time zone. Dornier hit the roof, too, so Dornette trying to do it herself again.
Little more Mike 3, please.
Runs over.
Dornette, she's a machine. 39-37. She's not even human.
Half-court press by Del Oro, and they're going to break it easily. Wisely not taking the long shot. Now they will. Off the back, and no rebound for the Miners.
Jenny with that try. Hit the rim, bounced away. Opportunity for Del Oro.
And a long bomb there. Not much patience, and they're going to have they got numbers underneath the basket. There's Lindsay, and she'll make the score. Giving the crowd something to yell about here.
A great lead pass to get to her. Lindsay had the presence of mind to wait for that open opportunity to lay it up off the glass. She's fouled. She's going to the line for 3. All tied up here, Paul, 39-39.
We'll see what they're decided. They're going to make a change here. And they will. They will put back in Jeannie for the Miners. And the first one is off the rim, so there will only be a 2-point play. Dornett handling the ball. Cross-court pass. It could. Oh, they're going to call a foul. I thought it possibly could have been a travel, but they're going to give a foul on the Miners. That's on number 10, Taryn. And Taryn is shaking her head like, I don't know what happened there. Three minutes and 33 seconds left. This is your JV bonus coverage. Getting a chance to see some of the girls we'll be seeing in years in the future. Off the rim. Rallied up by Emma, and she will pass to the ball handler. That would be Lindsay out front. Looking inside. And it's a turnover. And that's Dornett. She's going to take it coast to coast. Dornett is a wrecking crew. She's just her presence is making for turnovers. Crossing the line. There's a good opportunity. And scoring. That's Natalie under the basket. 41-41. And that's something that they can't, the Miners can't allow that ball to get in that deep. That was darn near a sure two. Coming over to foul rather than allow the points was Jenny, but we'll see go to the line McNabb. And she gets the first one. McNabb, a good player. Tall, rangy, long arms. Gets good position under the basket. Very good on defense. And off the front rim, it will be rallied up by the Miners. Then back over to the NU, to Del Oro. They'll get a chance for another score here, up by one. Trying the left side on the post. Underneath, no good. And finally, the Miners rallied the ball up. Trying to dribble in traffic now, and there'll be a jump ball called. Emma, rather than holding the ball and passing it, tried to dribble in traffic, and she will use one of the possessions now for the Miners. That's number 10. Frequent substitutions by the Miners coach. As Lindsay sets up the play. On the side, there's another bomb, and just off the back end, long rebound. So the Golden Eagles will try with 1:51 seconds left to extend their lead, and it's no good. That shot's no good. Now they need to pass the ball and get this pass half-court kill. Here they come.
This is exactly like the freshman game, right down to the wire.
So off to the side, they're going to look. Dornett handling the ball, and a quick jump shot. It'll be off the front rim. She could have waited a little longer and had a little more patience there.
Well, it's fourth quarter. Legs are getting a little tired as well.
And these are JVs, although you wouldn't know it the way they play, Gil.
No, there's no such thing as JVs. They're just smaller than the varsity. Especially that Del Oro program. What a great program that Mike Takayama has developed down there.
Well, scrapping for the ball, and if she had looked down the court, she'd see that she had a fast break opportunity, but missed it. And she'll set it back up out front. It's Taryn out front. She looks like she wants to drive. She does. There's the shot, and scores! Back up by 1 point, 38 seconds left.
Oh my, what a great move. Going to the basket was Taryn. And she just knew where that hole was and was not going to be denied.
And at best opportunity, at the most opportune time, Gil, with 38 seconds left here. Now the question is can they stop Dornette? You know she's going to take the ball and drive. So we'll see here.
Well, that's the person that you want to get the ball in the hands of is Dornette. She is shoots with confidence, has a lot of poise. 38 seconds, as you know, is a millennium in this game. So plenty of opportunity here for Del Oro. Meanwhile, on the minor side, you want to play some tough D. You don't want to foul. They already have 8 fouls here in the half. So you don't want to put them on the line. You want to win them, make them shoot a low percentage shot. And maybe you can sneak out of here right now with the W.
Well, it's anyone's ball game, and Del Oro will inbound. 38 seconds.
So 2 very exciting games here in the Ally tonight. With the final 30 seconds, here's Paul.
Dornette doing what we thought she might do, and she's drawn the foul now, driving the middle.
And I think they really bailed her out because Jenny fouled her as she was coming across, but it didn't look like she really
didn't have much there.
Even had much control of the ball. So the reach-in foul to try and strip the ball away. And that's going to put the dangerous Dornette on the line.
There she is. Going to take a couple of free throws. 27 seconds left. Now they're going to have a little word with the coach.
And it may be that Terrence fouled out. She's going over to the bench.
And we'll see who the coach decides to put in. Having a conversation with Taryn there. That's number 10. She's got her hand on top of her head. It looks like you're right, Gil. Looks like she's fouled out. She's having a seat.
And they're going to bring in Natalie for the final 27 ticks of the clock.
So here's where the rubber meets the road. We're going to see if Doran can make a couple of critical free throws. 1 ties, 2 goes ahead with 27 seconds left.
So big free throw here, maybe the biggest of the season, and it's off the heel of the rim.
A clunker.
As Dornette grabs her face in anguish. Can't believe that one didn't go down, but she put a little bit too much mustard on it. Now, oh, they're only giving her 1. It's They're not saying that it was a shooting foul, so she doesn't automatically get 2. It's a 1-and-1. She missed the first one. You don't get the second one.
But that ball should have been live, Gil. So they're going to give it to the Niners under the basket, it would appear. There's an error on the officials' part. They should have announced it being a 1-on-1.
And that's why they're saying it's going to be a jump ball now. And the possession arrow does go to the Miners. So Miners winning by 1, and Del Oro has to foul them as Billings comes up to make that foul.
Lindsay will go to the line to extend the lead. So a critical error by the official on this particular instance. Should have announced a 1-on-1 situation. I'm not sure who actually rebounded that ball, but none of the girls were prepared to do it, to take a rebound. So it results in Lindsay now on the line for the Miners. Great JV action. First one's up, and she scores it.
Now that's a beautiful free throw there under pressure. High archer, kind of a rainbow, going right in, nothing but net. As Lindsay gives them a 2-point lead, and here she can give them a 3-point lead.
Gets it. Lindsay doing the job at the line here. 24 seconds left. Now the Golden Eagles don't have to shoot a 3, and they're going to actually take a timeout here.
which is a smart call. Set up a play. You're going to need, it's a 2-possession game. And you can shoot a 2, go for a high percentage shot, but then you got to foul. Or you can set up the 3, of course, and go in that direction. But whatever you do, stay right here with the NorCal Game of the Week.
That's right.
Because we've got 19 seconds left in a 3-point ball game. Like I said before, the freshman game came down to exactly this same scenario, except Del Oro was ahead by 2.
And ahead of us, we've got the Lady Miners taking on a very tough Del Oro Golden Eagle team.
Well, I can tell you right now that most likely, and I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Don't do that.
The varsity game will not come down to the last second. Last time this tough Del Oro team played the Lady Miners, they beat them by 30 points. And just a great tribute to the Del Oro Golden Eagles and Mike Takayama, who are just tremendous each year in, year out. It's the Del Oro Golden Eagles. But it'll be fun to watch and a great game for the Miners.
And she scores it!
So there it is!
That's Becker, and she scores the 3-pointer of her life. 10 seconds left. This is in overtime if we don't have something happen here. And Burnett has stolen the ball. She's got 5 seconds to score. Up and off the backboard, no good, and it will go to overtime. How about that?
Coach Simpton upset over at the bench that his defense allowed that 3-pointer with 15 seconds remaining in the game by Becker. She was on the outside. They needed the 3-pointer. They went to Becker, and oh my, she just coolly put that one in to tie it up. And then it was Dornette on the steal, going to put it away, one of the best shooters that they have. Her layup going coast to coast.
And it goes off.
Just came out. Oh, that was unbelievable. It looked like Del Oro was going to steal the game there in the last 20 seconds.
So we're going to have some more time put on the clock. 4 minutes will go back on this JV clock as our bonus coverage here on the NorCal Game of the Week will continue. And I'll tell you the truth, Gil, I'm glad it's continuing because this is a great basketball game.
This is, as I was saying, the first 2 games here have really been good. Be sure you come on out to one of your local gymnasiums this winter. Despite the recession, this is the best deal for your nights out entertainment, that you're going to get 3 great basketball games, whether it's Bear River, Placer, Colfax, Forest Lake, or right here at Nevada Union. You get 3 games every night that you go out, and just great family action, as long as it's not snowing.
True.
What a mess yesterday.
We did have some snow yesterday, didn't we?
Rockland unable even to get to the school. They spun out on Ridge Road and couldn't even get here. So then they just turned around and went back. They'll tee it up again on Monday, and of course your game of the week will be here for that game. Here we go into the bonus.
Jump ball. Jenny will take the tip. And they'll press. Long pass cross court. Dangerous pass, but rallied up. And that's Natalie. And Natalie will travel.
Yeah, she swung her left foot around trying to pass. And the referee saw something that he didn't like.
Costly turnover early here in this overtime. Del Oro looking for an inside shot. The Miners have gone to a zone, and they've stripped the ball. There'll be a jump, and possession will go to... Looks like it's going to go to Del Oro. They're trying to sort that out. Yes, it will be a Del Oro ball. Long pass inbounding. That's number 3, Sloss. Looking for a good shot, being patient, trying to dish inside. They get it there, and underneath is scored. That's Smith underneath. First basket of this overtime. Lindsay over to the side and underneath again now. Right back, Emma. This is a ping pong match, back and forth. Like Gil said, the best opportunity to win this game may have been right there at the end of the regulation. Miners coming across the middle. There's a long shot going up and off the front rim. Del Oro will rally it up. Tie score, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Looking on the side, that's Natalie. Nothing there. Long shot. Kind of a flat shot by Dornette.
And let's just keep Brandon in the truck with you until the other game starts.
Sloss off the backboard. Makes it a 2-point game for Del Oro.
Oh, beautiful drive to the basket is Jenny.
Neither one of these two teams want to give it up. Back and forth. Dornette looking for someone to pass to. Working it around. Long over the head pass. Cross court. That's Sloss. Dishes off now. Scoring is Hinkie. Hinkie has been relatively quiet tonight, but gets a nice score under the basket. Both teams now, Gil, I think we need to concentrate on some defense.
Well, the last time the Lady Miners tried to do that, they fouled them and sent Dornette to the line. She uncharacteristically missed the first free throw and then missed the layup as seconds were running off the clock to send this one into overtime. But you're right, some smart defense, letting Del Oro get the three-pointer with just a few seconds left in regulation was a little bit of a breakdown for the Lady Miners. So Coach Rich Simpson over there detailing a few of these things, I would imagine, to his Lady Miner team.
I'm sure he's talking right now. They need to score now. A minute 51, though. It's not a panic situation. Lots of time. You see the coach, as he discusses with Emma, probably working out something for underneath the basket pass. Emma's been very effective here late.
Be sure to stay with us at the conclusion of this game as we'll bring you the varsity match of the featured match of tonight between the Lady Miners and the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Del Oro undefeated in league and only has one loss in the entire season. So Lady Miners, a big mountain to climb here tonight. Lady Miners not letting the ball be touched, save a few seconds on the clock, now bring it up court.
And they're going to set up a play. They're not going to panic. They're going to work something in. Toughen up defense here. The Golden Eagles are really getting tough. They're going to settle for a long shot, and it goes down! That's number 23, Alyssa. And Alyssa scores a rainbow to pull ahead by 1 point. Amazing, Gil. This is a fun basketball game to watch. And it looks like they're going to have a turnover here, and the Miners are going to tie it up, and it will be their possession.
Dornette, the class act that she is, helping Emma, number 14, from the Lady Miners up off the floor. The ball just kind of came off of her foot there. She was down in the corner, and she went to make a move, and the ball kind of hit her foot, and she lost control of it.
And then down on the floor, of course, to tie them up, the Miners go to the floor to get that turnover. So they can do best to stall and use the clock, and they're going to take a long shot.
Yeah,
that was Alyssa again, who just scored the three-pointer. And
yeah, a little bit too much confidence for Alyssa because that one was way off.
They should have used the full 30 seconds there and protected their lead. Well, here come the Golden Eagles. They'll use the whole 1 minute, their clock left.
Well, 21
Dornette here, she comes right on the basket and scores easily.
So that's what she wanted to do the last time, but put the ball off of her foot instead. Golden Eagles up by one here, 53-52.
And I'm not sure where she was throwing the ball, but it's going to stay, fortunately, with the Miners.
23 seconds on the shot clock, 41 seconds on the game clock, and a 1-point lead for DO.
So we're going to inbound the ball. The inbound pass comes out. That's Jenny looking on the side. Quick move under the basket underneath, and a little bit of an errant shot forced underneath.
Yeah, Lindsay too hard off of the glass. Takes a look up at the clock to see the 28 seconds. Pressure from the Miners now, trying to bring the ball up court. Falling down is Sloss.
They're going to say it's a foul. And that's a foul on number 5, Teresa. And they will be in the penalty situation with 10 fouls. Exciting basketball action here, JV action, preceding our Lady Miners game. And that's a 2-point lead now for Del Oro.
So a 2-point lead, you're right, Paul. And here goes the backside of the 1-and-1, no good. One possession game here for the Lady Miners.
They'll come up the court looking for something to happen. 18 seconds left. They'll take a timeout.
Shot clock is off. 16 seconds left in the ball game. And deja vu of the freshman game with Del Oro up by 2. And the Miners having the ball.
This crowd is getting their money's worth. I'm looking across, and there's nothing but smiles on faces on both sides, clapping, and parents with thumbs up. This is good basketball. This is good stuff, Gil. This is fun to be at.
This is, and perhaps this will inspire the Lady Miners tonight, who have a mountain to climb if they're going to beat the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Like we said, undefeated in the league at 9-0. 21-1 on the season, coming on a 9-game winning streak here at the Ally. And you can see them over there waiting to come on. They got their game face on. I am remiss because I don't have their power ranking. Normally we don't deal with Division II power rankings because nobody in our area is Division II. But you got to think that they are pretty high. And we'll be getting some home games for the playoffs.
So back on the court here, we'll have the Miners inbounding the ball. They'll have 16 seconds left to put something in the hole. 3 will get them a win, 2 will get them a tie.
Let's see what Coach Simpson drew up here for him. Bringing the ball in
There's
is
a long
Lindsay.
inbound pass, and she'll take the 3. And it's off the rim. And it will be a Del Oro ball. And Gil with that.
Yeah, I don't see how that. I thought maybe Dornette had that ball or touched it before it went out of bounds.
They'll try. They'll get a foul now. They'll foul.
Yeah, and Dornette, she's so cute out there. She gets fouled and she claps her hands.
I don't know that I would have chosen her to shoot these.
Well, you don't have a lot of opportunity to. They were trying to foul right off the bat. Bronner, but couldn't get it before she threw the ball over to Dornette. Dornette, misses this one.
Missed everything.
Unbelievable. Last time she was up there, she hit the heel of the rim and bounced away. This one, she pulled the trigger a little too short.
She's got a flat shot, Gil. She shoots the ball straight at the basket. Doesn't have much of an arc on it. That's the way she shoots the shots from the floor. Let's see if she does any better here.
Touches the line with her toe, sets, puts it up. No good! Lady Miners rebound, and it's a jump ball, possession arrow in the direction of Del Oro.
I believe they got a timeout before they tied the ball up, perhaps, Gil. Let's see.
Okay.
They're going to take, yes, they will get the ball with 7 seconds left.
And they're going to make them take it out under the basket, so they have to go the full 96 feet.
Is that how far it is, 96 feet?
I believe so.
Boy, when I was running that court in basketball, I'll tell you, I thought it was a lot longer than that. So we'll see if they can put together some kind of a play, either a long pass. You know that the Golden Eagles will be pressing here.
And 7 seconds they do have a little bit of time to get it up. I'm not sure how many more timeouts they have. They could get it in the front court and call another timeout and work a play from there.
Many times they'll try to work a play. They'll put their tallest player in the center court, try to throw it into center court, and then look to sneak the inbounder running the full court. Let's see if they got a play like that going. Del Oro is actually going to fade way back and defend a prevent defense. They need to hurry. Here it comes. This will be the final shot, and it'll go up, and they lost the ball. That's the end of the game. A heartbreak for the Miners as they don't get any kind of a shot off at the end with 8 seconds left, Gil.
Well, Jenny got the ball. There was a high pass, and then she put it down. And same thing happened to the freshman game where the Lady Miner lost the handle on the ball coming up the court, was a little excited, had a few seconds on the clock, and just simply lost the ball. And very similar to what happened right here. And Del Oro goes away with a 2-point victory in the JV and in the freshman game to begin our action here tonight in the SFL League. And the teams, of course, on the floor, leaving the floor in place for the varsity teams who will take the floor. And here comes the Del Oro Golden Eagles through their JV players. And as soon as they get over to the free throw line, look at that, they're kind of crawling inside there, huddling up. And the music will begin, and onto the court will run the 2009 version of the Nevada Union Lady Miners. Good stuff here.
Absolutely good stuff. Great entertainment here.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Paul Brown joining us on short notice, I might add. Had to call him on his cellular device.
You know, Gil, you and I haven't done a game together in quite some time. I was thinking the last time you and I teamed up, I was relatively new to doing this, and I think we did a Whitney football game, to tell you the truth. But
that wasn't the last time, was it?
I could be. I don't know, but
that was even a different sport.
I'm humbled just being with you.
All right, well, as the varsity players take the court here, let's go ahead and remind you that tonight's exclusive coverage of NU Lady Miner basketball is being underwritten by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. HBE Rentals is a full-service rental facility and supply yard that's open daily to help you get the job done right. At HBE, they have aerial lifts, chippers, weeders, trenchers, along with tractors by Bobcat and Kubota. They carry all that and more. Everyone knows it's cheaper to rent than to buy, and HBE is committed to providing quality products and service just like it has since 1953. HBE Rentals, proud to be part of Hanson Brothers Enterprises, where no project is too small.
And by our good friends at Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat's been your local home center in Grass Valley since 1921. And now with 2 locations to serve you in Colfax and the new store in Grass Valley, Hills Flat is there to meet every need. At Hills Flat, you'll meet Tim Lloyd, their appliance guru. Tim brings over 20 years of appliance experience with him every day. He doesn't just sell appliances, he knows appliances. And whether you need a kitchen appliance package or you're just looking to update to a more efficient model, Tim is there to help you every step of the way. And that's at Hills Flat Lumber Company in Colfax and Grass Valley, where the Pardini family wishes you a very good year.
And Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Are you there with State Farm? At Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance, you won't have to ever worry if you're covered because Mike and his team, they know how to take care of you and your family's needs. So when a claim is filed, they do their best to exceed your expectations of what an insurance company can do for you, because they're also your friends and neighbors right here in Nevada County who care about your family's insurance needs and work hard to meet your expectations every day. At Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance.
And by Dallas Wilfholm and Soft Answers. Dallas Wilfholm is your computer specialist in the computer software management and design consultation industry. That's why Dallas and Soft Answers are your computer's best friend. Dallas is ready to take on all those hard-to-solve computer problems. And that, up with design to your system, Dallas can basically do everything you need. So make your computer and your computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Wolfhome and Soft Answers, a proud supporter of the Nevada Union JV boys basketball team.
And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th year of local high school sports television. Gil Dominguez along with Paul Brown bringing you all the action tonight right here from the Ally. And be sure to join us next time as we come right back to the Ally. It will be NU versus Rockland in a game that was snowed out yesterday right here at the Ally, and they're going to play it again on Monday. So we will be on the air for that game. It's NU, it's Rockland, it's another great telecast on your NorCal Game of the Week as John McDaniel comes walking over here to me. I guess we'll miss the interview with Mike Takayama tonight. But joining me down here courtside is John McDaniel. And John, welcome to the Game of the Week again.
Thanks for having us.
Now, you got a pretty tough opponent here in the Golden Eagles, undefeated in league.
Yeah, it's Del Oro. I mean, what do you expect? Every year you're going to get probably the best team in the league, and you know it's coming, so.
Now, first time you guys met them, taking a look at the score, it looks like they took you to school a little bit.
Well, yeah, we had a great first quarter. We held them to one field goal in the first quarter, and then they quote-unquote went off in the second quarter, and we couldn't contain them the rest of the night. We lost that quarter by 20, ended up losing by 30, so it was a tough night.
It was. What did you tell the girls coming into tonight's game?
I tried to let them know the pressure is really on them. They're the undefeated team. You know, we've been setting goals and hitting them all year long. And the fact that this team is undefeated, you know, you kind of hope that they get tight. You know, they feel the pressure of the undefeated season. They don't want to lose it, and so they might play a little careful. They might play a little under what they usually do.
Or they might even be looking past the minors.
Yeah, you know what, they might be looking to playoffs already. You hope that something like that happens. You get a little leg up.
But what a great opportunity, though, for you to play a team like Del Oro, because you will certainly see some Del Oro-type teams in the postseason.
Yeah, you know, if we make it to the postseason and go deeper than the first round, you know you're going to get into the mix. And Del Oro's beaten a lot of the teams in the top 10 Division I. And so you know you're going to get a challenge there, and this will definitely tune us up.
Now, power rankings came out, the new power rankings. Lady Miners at number 12 slipped a notch from the first power ranking.
Right, we had a tough loss. We only had one game the week that the power rankings went back up. So we went from 11 to 12 with a loss, and then we won one this week already against Rockland, so I'm looking to bump it back up because wins help us more than the losses hurt us.
Right, and so. Of course the top 8 teams in the division get a home game, and as you know, that's huge.
Right, we got to win 2 out of the next 3 to get a home game is what I feel.
All right.
I'm looking forward to it, hopefully.
John, already working the numbers.
Yeah.
Now, your second year coaching, last year you came in with a very veteran team, even though it was your first year, got the first round playoff game, and that was very exciting for you and the whole team.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you get a home playoff game, the excitement was there, especially it was an 8-9 seeded game. And those 8-9 games, they're a battle every year. And this year we're hoping to avoid the 8-9. Maybe get a little higher or maybe a little bit back. You know, it'll actually favor us if we stay out of if we're right around 8, it might hurt us more than help us. So.
Well, right, because if you win the 9, then you got to play 1.
You got to play 1, yeah. You want to avoid that at all costs. So.
And last year the 1 was the
Kennedy, and they showed us what they can do to an 8 seed. So.
Yeah. And it ended the Lady Miners' career.
Yeah.
But this year you got a whole new group of girls that are playing very, very well. You know, what can you say about your top scorer there, Becca Devere?
Well, Becca on some nights, it looks like she can get to the hole whenever she wants. she dictates what's going to happen on the offensive side of the floor, and she makes things happen on the defensive side of the floor. So Becca is the team leader that really sticks out this year.
Well, I think she's got to win the Miss Hustle Award, definitely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, she, against Rockland, we were, I think, down 3 with about 2 minutes left. Becca had 3 steals in the last 2 minutes, and I think she scored 8 points. It's an amazing thing that she can do, and she has it all game long. Usually she doesn't come to the bench and sit down at all.
Right.
So she brings it every night.
Well, listen, good luck here tonight against Del Oro, and then, of course, we will see you next week for senior night here.
All right, sounds good.
And that'll be a great game as well.
Sounds great. Yeah.
All right, John.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. John McDaniel there, the head coach of the Lady Miners as they get set to go against the first place Del Oro Golden Eagles. I was trying to get a hold before John came over here with Mike Takayama and trying to wave him over here, but he didn't see me. Heck of a nice guy, great coach for Del Oro, and we'll see if we can't get a few words with him later, maybe after the game. So let's go ahead and throw it back to you, Paul, and get those second set of sponsors. Remember, you're watching your NorCal Game of the Week. Thanks for joining us. Paul, back to you.
Thanks, Gil. We appreciate that. Always one of the best at doing a floor interview. I'm always astounded by how you can make it interesting.
Well, it is interesting.
It is interesting.
These guys have a lot to say.
But I'd like to remind you that this NorCal Game of the Week, Lady Miners Basketball, is brought to you tonight and underwritten by Quail Ridge Senior Living. Quail Ridge Senior Living is located in the heart of Grass Valley and offers independent retirement living, assisted living, along with Alzheimer's and dementia care, and all the kind of care that you may need. Be sure to join the residents of Quail Ridge for their second annual Heroes for Hospice auction on April 25th at Quail Ridge. That night you'll have an opportunity to meet and bid on lunch with one of Nevada County's local heroes. This year the community has selected a number of worthy candidates, and all the proceeds go directly to Hospice of the Foothills. So mark that date, April 25th, for the Heroes for Hospice auction at the Quail Ridge Senior Living.
Yeah, you can join me out there. I'll be the MC for that event again this year, working with Quail Ridge and Mike Merchant as the auctioneer.
Good for you, Gil. Good for you.
And by All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning, buying a heating and cooling system is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make as a homeowner. And now that winter is here, just look outside. Wouldn't it be nice to come home to a nice warm house? Well, you don't have to wonder any longer, because All Phase Heating and Air installs the Train Comfort System. And as Nevada County's only certified Train Comfort specialist, All Phase carries and installs the complete line of Train systems. They're sure to have one that fits your needs at All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning.
And by B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. B&C carries everything you need from building materials to paint. Their True Value Easy Care paint spreads evenly and comes in custom colors. In the garden center, you'll find a complete nursery with expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. That's at B&C. They're always there to lend a helping hand. They're open 7:30 to 6, Monday through Saturday, and 8 to 5 on Sundays. So start right and start here at B&C, True Value Home and Garden Center, Grass Valley, Nevada City.
And Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and the staff at Walker's Office Supplies specialize in ways to make you more efficient, carrying thousands of products from printers to pencils to copy machines and office furniture. You can shop in the store, order over the phone, or on the internet at walkersgv.com, and they usually deliver it in just one day. They carry a selection of used office furniture at their Main Street location. It's Walker's Office Supplies, proud supporter of community sports. And guys, instead of touchdown, let's go ahead and jump right into the power rankings, because we got about just under 2 minutes here left before the game starts. I want to give everybody an updated version of what the power rankings are. And we'll start with the girls' power rankings. And as you'll see right there, Lady Miners dropping to number 12 in the power rankings, going down one. Placer remaining dropping down 2 themselves, going down to 21, so no playoffs for them right now. Bear River at 11 gained a position. Colfax at 13 went down 4 spots, Paul. They were number 9. Now they're number 13, and Forest Lake remained even at 8.
Now to get a home game, you have to have
8 or better.
8 or better. So
now in the boys, you'll see that Nevada Union moved up to number 9, so they gained 3 spots. Placer remained even at 22, so no playoffs for them right now. Bear River moved up to number 2, so that's a +2 positions for them. Colfax at 14, they were at 13, so they went down 1. And Forest Lake Christian boys, they were at number 2, now they're number 4. And our next page, we'll see the standings for the Sierra Foothill League, and right away you can see that there they are, the Del Oro Golden Eagles, 9-0, owners of a 21-1 record. Granite Bay, 8-1, and Nevada Union Miners, 6-3 on the season, 12-12, playing 500 ball overall, Paul. Roseville, Rockland, Wood Creek, and Oakmont bring up the rest of the league. But no one's going to be able to catch Del Oro. Everyone would have to beat them here on out. That may not happen, but the Miners have an opportunity tonight to upset the apple cart.
They do, and 12-12, Gil, is very respectable when you've got teams like Del Oro and Granite Bay in your league. And the Lady Miners can be proud of what they've accomplished this year. Looks like we're going to have the national anthem.
And we'll open up the RF mic for a little extra. So wonderful rendition there, but well, I guess he was facing the crowd, but he was facing away from our cameras. Bobby Cameron. So now let's meet the starting lineup here. So Courtney Nolan in the post. Samantha Hodge is going to be one of the guards. Megan Huckabee will be the other guard. Belle Obert. Number 24, Katie Pulliam. With the head coach, Mike Takayama, one of the class acts in the league.
And Gil, looking over this team, there is no one significant scorer. Katie Pulliam at 9.9 points a game, but it's very well spread. It's obvious they've got a very balanced team.
Well, I wouldn't expect nothing less. Okay, number 24, Kelsey Morgan. So Jordan Millhouse is going to be number 41. Hayden Fleenor going to be number 3. And Morgan Mitchell. So we've got a few wrong numbers here on our
program.
Yeah, Jordan Millhouse will be 41, and number 24 is Kelsey. Oh, let's look in the. Maybe they'll have it in the stats. No, I don't think that's the one. Where's those NU stats? Oh, you already told them apart. Is there another Kelsey there?
I think it's Kelsey Mulligan.
Okay. Must be. Okay, so Kelsey Mulligan then will be number 24. Jim Amaral joining us as one of the officials. Veteran official from our area. Tipping the ball off will be Courtney Nolan and Jordan Millhouse. And Jim Amaral will throw the ball up, and we are underway. Not a very high throw, but scrambling for the ball is both the Miners and Del Oro. Miners come up with it, and Fleenor is going to be called for traveling.
And that's nothing but nerves, Gil.
So off to a little shaky start here as Obert gets set to throw the ball in. She'll bring it into Hodge. Hodge around the right-hand side, still in the back court. High pass over to Obert. Miners putting on the press right away. They're going to try and take Del Oro out of their offense. A little bit of confusion there as Devere comes in to join the party. Now it's Pullman over on the side, over to Hodge. Hodge back over to Pullman. She'll put it up. Three-pointer going to be short. Rebound is Nevada Union, Devere.
And that is exactly the kind of shot that they're going to try to force this Del Oro team to take.
Devere over to Flea. Flea kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell now guiding traffic, spins it, gets the ball back over to Fleenor. Now the give is to Devere. Devere around the basket, had the right idea, but hit the bottom of the backboard. Oh, almost tiptoed there on the half-court line.
We're waiting for a call here. I'm not sure what's happened here, Gil.
Fleenor came right out to the half-court line on that pass, and she just tiptoed that line, but didn't get called for out. Now Devere takes the ball.
9 seconds left on the shot clock.
And now it's down to 3. Fleenor with a big NBA 3. No good. Hits nothing. Turnover. So good defense by Del Oro. Won't let the Miners penetrate on their first possession. And now Del Oro has another opportunity, but here comes the trapping defense of the Lady Miners. Trapped over into the court, sideline is Huckabee. And they're going to force the turnover there as Pullman goes to the back court.
And I love the strategy by the Miners. They're going to come out and they're going to hassle the ball handler immediately, not letting them get a quick cross-court offense started.
Well, that's one way to keep them off the books. The question is, how long can the Lady Miners put up that intensity? Devere trying to get the ball over to Kelsey Mulligan.
A low-scoring game, Gil, will definitely benefit the Miners. And now we've had a number of turnovers early here.
Del Oro scored 60 points in their last meeting, and you only scored 35. As Devere gets it over to Fleenor. Tipped out of bounds there by Hodge. Nice defensive matchup. That's going to be all night long. Devere, now she'll drive the key. Spin around. Got some tall trees right in there. And she runs into Courtney Nolan.
She will get a couple. Like I said, Gil, a low-scoring game, and slowing this game down is going to work to the advantage of the Nevada Union. Doing what Devere is doing now. She drives the basket and gets to the line and scores the first points. of the game.
So Lady Miners draw first blood here with 6:04 remaining in the first period. No, that one hits the rim and rattles in as well. So Devere, 2 big free throws to take the lead here early on. Nice lead pass by Del Oro as Nolan goes up and is fouled.
It'll be before the shot, though. It'll be inbounded by Del Oro.
Foul is going to be on Mulligan. Oh, okay, they're going to say Becca Devere.
Long one. Big rainbow. Number 10.
Huckabee. So 3-pointer by Huckabee. And mishandling the ball is the Lady Miners.
And getting a taste of their own medicine here, the Golden Eagles coming back with a full court press.
Well, Takayama has seen it all, that's for sure. Veteran coach, veteran program. As Pullman puts it in. Mulligan now with the ball. Out to Mitchell. Mitchell swings it across. Nice ball movement by the Lady Miners. They get it over to Mulligan!
And those 3-pointers will keep any team in a game, but you hit those, and you're going to be right there at the end, Gil.
Kelsey Mulligan with a big 3 for the Miners.
Another long shot off the side.
Yeah, that was by Pullman. They're swinging the ball in low to Nolan, but instead putting it up in the middle of the key. There's Nolan. That's what a Nolan will do for you.
You got to know that's a big part of their offense, that big tree in the middle there, Nolan.
Well, Belle Obert also shooting from the key. Missed it, and Nolan was right there for the rebound. Okay, here's Mulligan on the outside. Throwing up a kind of a rainbow was Millhouse. Down court now is Obert. Obert stops, gives it back over to Pullman. And traveling. So Pullman unable to get the exchange. And the ball goes out of bounds, trying to get the ball over to Mulligan. But erratic passing now for the Lady Miners 2 times in a row. Gives the Eagles another chance.
Another long shot and bang.
Pullman.
That's the way they do it here, Gil, from the outside. And that was that wasn't even close to the line. That was big time 3-point land.
Here comes Devere now. She's going to go coast to coast. Gets the ball over to Mitchell. Big block underneath though by Nolan. But the ball goes out to Fleenor. And Fleenor puts it in.
Under the basket, looks like Nolan.
So 10-7 now is the score.
Nolan draw a foul going to the baseline, Gil, and it will result in an inbounds here for the Golden Eagles.
Lady Miners with several new players in there, including Benevento, number 22. And there's Benevento with the ball. In traffic, though, throws the ball away, trying to get it to Fleenor, putting it up on the garbage. And no good as Fleenor gets the ball up to Devere. Devere, Fleenor, heart and soul. How many steps did she take going to the basket?
Just 2, but it was pretty.
Becca Devere laying it in for the Miners. Big pass now down to Pullman. Back out to Pullman now. She'll shoot. It'll be a 2. No good. Off the rim. Rebound is Stanford. So Kaylin Stanford in the game now for the Miners as Devere gets it over to Benevento. Benevento cross penetrates. Bounce pass over to the baseline. Now here comes the shot to Devere. 12 on the clock. Puts it up, scored for 3! Becca Devere!
Becca Devere doing what she does, squaring that basket beautifully, getting the great set shot for 3.
7 points for Devere here in the first period, taking the lead Miners 12-10 with 2:26 remaining.
On the line, Belle Orbert. She will get a couple being fouled while in the act of shooting.
Yeah, they got that long lead pass, and she was open down there, and nothing good can come from that. They've got position, they've got height. This is the first one, though. 12-10 is the score here. Obert makes the second one, and that's going to make it 12-11. Fleenor now, cross half court. Dribbling over to her left-hand side. Gets it over to Devere on the far left. Devere looks, fakes. Back into Flea going base. Over to Mitchell. Lose the handle on the ball. Back over to Flea. And back over to Devere. Devere going to the basket. She's going to be fouled on the way up, though. And that's how quick Devere is. She can get that ball, penetrate the lane. All she needs is about a half inch.
And she likes that scoop shot, Gil. She likes to scoop the ball underneath.
No, she loves that. She goes for the double scoop.
Baskin Robbins, Devere gets the first one at the line. And I tell you, with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in the first quarter, up by 2, John McDaniel's got to be thrilled.
Well, he said they held him tight in the first quarter last game. And then Del Oro...
now they'll get a 5-second ruling, and they'll get the ball back underneath the basket.
So 14-11, 2:09 remaining. Bounce pass into Fleenor. She puts it up. She's blocked. Rebound is Mitchell. Oh, my, pulling that down. Stanford with the ball. Now kicks it over to Benevento. Benevento is going to be carrying it over.
Yeah, Stanford ran into a Del Oro player to draw a foul there. It will be a turnover for the Miners.
They let the ball go all the way into Nolan, who goes unimpeded, but trailing her on the backside is Becca Devere. And she strips the ball away. Now Del Oro will take it out underneath their basket. Ball comes in, stripped away again by Benevento this time.
They're going to give the ball to the Miners.
So the Miners' defense paying dividends. Their passing and ball handling skills, the negative parts here in the first period, and they still have a 3-point lead. Benevento now over to Fleenor. Fleenor. Once again, a little mishandled pass by Cologne. Over to Devere. Devere trying to get it underneath. Gets it to Fleenor. She's in some tall trees. Throws the ball up. And she's going to get fouled by Nolan. And that's really the way you got to go at them. You got to go right at them, Paul, and let them foul you. Because even though they're tall, they're going to be trying to break that shot, break your rhythm.
That's the second foul on Nolan, too. So they can beat them on the line, Gil, if they can make these free throws. And so far they have tonight.
Fleenor makes her first free throw of the game for 4 points.
Wisely, they're going to take Courtney Nolan off the floor and let her sit with 2 fouls.
Well, they're going right at her this time, that's for sure. So Fleenor scores her 5th point of the game, and it's a 5-point lead for the Lady Miners as they try to do the impossible, to do what no other team has done all year long, which is beat these Golden Eagles. Bad pass coming down court. Tied up down there, though, by Dobb going against Cologne. And they're going to call a jump ball.
Possession will go to Del Oro.
With 1:18 remaining here in the first period. Bringing the ball in is Campbell. She gets it in successfully to Hodge. Hodge calling out a play. Yo-yoing up and down. just past the top of the key. Now gets the ball over to Huckabee. Huckabee back over to Hodge. Back over to Huckabee. Back over to Hodge. To Huckabee. It's the Huckabee-Hodge combination. Throws it up, no good. Devere, 3-on-1, fast break. Leaves it up, off the glass.
They got a caller for palming the ball.
Right. Gotten a little traffic right there and maybe protected it a little too much. 56 seconds remaining here in the first period. 5-point lead, Lady Miners. Ball comes in to Hodge. Hodge is going to drive the lane. Dish it off now to Huckabee. She'll put up a three-pointer. Good, Huckabee! What a play as Hodge just went right to the basket and then dished it off to Huckabee, this time on the right-hand side for the three.
And Huckabee knew that ball was in the hole. The minute she let it go, she was already going to a defensive stance when she let that thing in the air.
Lady Miners still struggling with dribbling and passing the ball, and it's breaking their rhythm while they're trying to get into position. Cologne now trying to go baseline. Nowhere to go. Gets it out to Hatchie. And they turn it over.
Another costly turnover by the Miners.
So the pressing defense not materializing here late in the first period that was so successful early on, as Devere steals it from behind. That's what a Devere can do. Trying to get the ball out to Cologne, and once again a mishandled pass. Running her over is Campbell. But those are the passes you got to complete right there. Devere did a great job of stripping the ball. Long lead pass, and you got to be able to grab it. Okay, Miners press right here. White ball stepped on the out of bounds line was Hodge.
We've got a replay here. That last little fumble here, hitting the ball out of bounds, going to the floor.
And that'll be the end of the first period. Miners fortunate to have a 2-point lead here, Paul, 16-14.
And like I said, I'll bet John McDaniel, the coach for the Miners, has got to be just elated having the lead here after one quarter. Certainly, I didn't think that he would be able to hang in this long, and I know you didn't, but you know, Gil, stranger things have happened.
So be sure to join us here after the game for the Touchdown Production Player of the Game Award, sponsored by CombiTrophyAwards.com. Once again, Paul and myself will be picking the Lady Miner that has the best overall game. We'll throw a pair of headsets on her, and we will grill her on that missing English assignment.
And you know, Gil, it's so I never do games with you. It's always Marty Mortensen. It's such a pleasure. It's nothing against Marty, but
no, it is the big
it's refreshing here to have the voice of Touchdown Productions, Gil Dominguez, here next to me.
Well, thank you. It's great to work with you. I did call Marty. He's going to the AT&T Pro-Am at Pebble Beach tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They got VIP tickets, and he's getting to bed early so he can go out there. He's bringing his clubs in case they need an extra player.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
He's going to tell them how many rounds he plays all year, and they might get him in there to caddy for somebody.
You know, I'm going to the same thing tomorrow, Gil, too, but I managed to make it here. He's just being a wussy.
Well, you guys are all dialed in then with the VIP tickets and the tent. And,
no, I don't have any VIP tickets. I'm just going to sit and watch it rain.
Nice interception of the pass by the Miners was Stanford, showing some athleticism. But now they travel and turn the ball back over. So defensive pressure continuing here on Del Oro. It's going to be a very interesting second period. Can the Lady Miners keep up this pressure like they did in the first period to take the 2-point lead? Ball comes into Campbell. Campbell going up against two people. And the high lob passes being stolen. There's Devere for a 2-pointer. Hit the rim, no good. Rebound.
And there'll be a foul underneath. It looks like pushing underneath. It will be on number 22 for Del Oro. That is Sean.
No, that's Obert. Okay, they're calling it on Dobbs.
Neither one of us are right.
Yeah, Hannah Dobbs. That was a 31 instead of 21. Couldn't see all of his fingers from this angle. Now, Lady Miners have another opportunity. With the ball is Benevento. Gets it over to Devere. Kicks it outside to Stanford. She's going to put it up! 3! Kaylin Stanford for the Lady Miners.
You got to love it. Stanford's keeping them in this game.
19-14. Another great Stanford athlete from a great line of athletes from that family. They need to clone them. Outside now is Campbell. She'll put it up. No good. Rebound's going to be Lady Miners. Becca Devere pulling it down. Slowly brings it up. Eagles not pressing the Lady Miners as they set into their half-court game. Devere yo-yoing with her right hand. Kicks it over to Benevento. Benevento over to Mitchell. Drives base. No good. Kicks it out. There's a shot. A little 10-footer! Cologne!
And Del Oro's going to take a timeout. Gil, this Lady Miners team is just blistering the basket. I don't know the exact percentage, but they're shooting way over 50% from the floor.
Andrea Cologne gets in the scorebooks for the Lady Miners as they take a 21-14 lead game. And who would have thunk it? I was talking about their opportunities early on in the broadcast during the JV game, and not that I didn't give them any opportunity here against Del Oro, but Del Oro coming in pretty much in
in the driver's seat.
Invincible.
Sure, of course. And, I like your comment, though, Gil, that perhaps this Del Oro team is looking past the Miners. They really probably didn't expect this kind of a tussle. And the full court pressure, along with some great shooting percentages, is got this Miner team ahead.
Well, they did beat them by 30, and that's got to hang in your mind a little bit that, yeah, we beat these guys by 30. Del Oro with the ball now, trying to bring it up, swarming like a bunch of bees. The Lady Miner defense, they get the ball out to Sewell. She's going to hand it over to Huckabee, put it up, and score it. Huckabee for her 8th point. So here comes Devere. Miners set up in the half court. She's going against Huckabee. She's going to drive the lane. And it's going to be pushing.
Good things happen when you drive the lane like that, when you've got a ball handler like Devere that can go right down the chute, Gil.
Devere is relentless. Ball out to the outside. Big three-pointer coming off the glass. No good. Get the ball out to Devere, though. That was Stanford that shot that three-pointer. This one, a little 20-footer, no good. Rebound is going to be by Pullman.
Pullman's fouled before she can make the outlet pass.
And the foul's on Benevento. That'll be her first one as Benevento and Cologne leave the game. Coming back in are Fleenor. Oh, ball travels out of bounds. Lady Miners getting the turnovers on the pressure defense here. Del Oro not yet responding very well to it, although I'm sure they've seen the trap many times this season. And Devere just pushing her way through the tall lumber there underneath the basket.
She knows how to get to the line. I'll tell you what, that is such a weapon.
Well, she's not stopping just because they're there. You can have your position. I'm coming through because I see an inch of space. Mitchell now throws the ball down underneath to Millhouse.
Bad pass by Mitchell. She thought she knew on the pick and roll was going to work, but really threw it blind.
Well, it was ill-conceived and then poorly executed. Del Oro just throwing the ball down there to try and get it down to anybody. Sewell finally puts up the shot as Devere brings it up for the Lady Miners.
You know, Gil, I'll bet you this Del Oro team is not used to playing from behind.
Fleenor. Well, they've lost once to Kennedy earlier this year, and they only lost by 4 points. So whatever this game is going to turn out to be, you can believe it'll come right down to the last few seconds. Taking the charge down there was Courtney Nolan.
And that foul could have gone either way. And, Nolan's got 2 fouls already, Gil.
Guarding that baseline as Hodge gets the ball for Del Oro. She's going to go all the way into the basket. Nobody was there to stop her. Penetrated the lane, threw it up, scored the foul, and scored the basket and is fouled. So Hodge at the line. She'll shoot one after making the basket. That's going to hit off the front of the rim. Rebound by Mitchell. Mitchell over to Devere. Lady Miners seem to have their passing down a little bit better now as the ball goes out to Stanford. Stanford over to Mitchell. Mitchell looks, goes left. Picks up a little screen by Millhouse. Now Mitchell comes back, gets the ball to Devere. Devere looks left, goes right, underneath. Bounce pass, down inside to Stanford. No good, though, off the glass.
Golden opportunity missed there, Gil.
Rebound, Huckabee gets the ball up to Hodge. Down inside low to Nolan. Nolan's going to put it up, and she's blocked. 21-18, 4:20 remaining. Devere with the ball. Stop. She's got a pass and does to Fleenor. Fleenor over on the left-hand side, looking for a little space. Here comes Mitchell to help her. Throws it up, short, no good. Air ball.
Fleenor should have had a pass there rather than that shot. Didn't set herself and had nothing there.
Hodge with the ball to Huckabee in the corner. Someone's got to get out there on Huckabee as she hits her third three-pointer of the night. Wide open. Huckabee owning the corners of the gym tonight. 3 3-pointers for her for 11 points. Ball up high off the glass. Lady Miners, no! Not going in, not taking very high percentage shots. And the fatigue of the press starting to show right now as Nolan drives all the way underneath the basket, dishes it off at the last second to Huckabee, but is fouled and she'll go to the line.
I think it's a great time right now for the Miners to take a timeout. They need to gather themselves. They've lost their 4-point lead. Well, now we've got some discussion by the officials, and they are going to take a timeout. John McDonald will take a timeout for the Miners.
Well, when they took that inbound pass over here, I saw a couple of the girls. They did a big blow.
Yeah.
They hung their head for a second, and it's very tough to continue that press
for a full game. You
for
betcha.
4 quarters.
Yep. And eventually the offensive team will learn to beat that press. There are holes in every press, especially a full court press. And they have been beating it with the long passes down court. An ill-executed full court press, Gil, can be an offensive weapon if it's badly done. So the Miners have got to stick with it, keep their legs.
Right. There's been a couple breakdowns. The last 2 trips down the court as Fleenor and Devere discuss strategy there. And Devere goes down alongside the key. At the line is Courtney Nolan. She scored 2 points, has 2 fouls, and can break this 21-21 tie here. And she does. There's a good shot there of Mike Takayama. Watching his first place undefeated Golden Eagles perform here tonight in the Ally. Did not get a chance to talk with him before the game. My loss. Great guy to talk to. The only visiting coach we ever always interview. Fleenor now. Over to Colomb. Colomb. Bounce pass back over to Flea. Flea getting a little screen there by Millhouse.
And that screen results in a foul, Gil. They saying Millhouse pushed off.
Well, she's playing it like a middle linebacker. So they want a little bit less contact in there. Golden Eagles get the ball in time as Hodge brings it up to Huckabee. Huckabee, the dangerous three-point shooter, goes to her perch over in the corner. Shot, though, from outside, goes up, no good. Rebound is Nolan, put it up.
And she'll get 2 and 1. Nolan's tough under there, Gil. Not only is she tall, but she's very, very good about getting good position underneath that basket.
She's a senior, 6'2", one of the tallest girls out there on the court. Lady Miners have nobody even in the neighborhood of 6 foot. Millhouse, their biggest player, at 5'10". But she's not a Nolan, as Nolan sinks that free throw. Now it's Fleenor over in the side. She stops. She's going to shoot a three-pointer. Too far. Pushing is going to be Hodge.
That'll be the 7th foul. Now, I don't think she was in the act of shooting, but they're going to put her on the line, Gil. I guess they're going to give her the benefit of the doubt.
No, it's a 1-and-1 because they have 7 fouls.
That's it.
So Mitchell gets on the board with her first point. And there she is again. And this one rattles around, no good. Stolen by Devere. The pesky Devere comes up with that one. And another opportunity for the Lady Miners. Colombe trapped in the corner. Bounce pass over to Mitchell. Mitchell way over to Devere. She'll shoot the three. No good. Rebound. It's going to be Nolan, but the ball stripped away from the backside by Millhouse.
Well, I didn't see a foul there. I thought that was a good defensive play, but they're going to call her.
Yeah,
they're grabbing inside, I guess.
That's her 4th personal for Millhouse. So she is definitely in foul trouble, and they take her out.
Courtney Nolan at the line.
As Nolan goes to the line. 26-22, the gym has gotten quiet here. As this one rims out by Nolan. 7 points for Nolan so far, as Stanford comes back into the game. And Millhouse a little upset over there on the bench with her 4th foul in a very important game for the Miners. Shooting the ball here is number 5, Hodge.
That ball rims in and out, Gil. A long shot by Hodge, but it rims in and out, and then it goes off Del Oro. So a number of shots going almost all the way down and then coming back out again.
Coming back in is Huckabee. Going out is Nolan with her 2 personals. Ball in the hands of Devere. They're pressing right now up to Fleenor. Fleenor over to Mitchell. Mitchell over in the corners, terminates the dribble, gets it over to Fleenor. Fleenor over to Devere. Devere, she's going to penetrate on the left-hand side. She's going to kick it out at the last second to Cologne, who's going to drive the lane, put up a rainbow, not answered. That ball went up and almost touched the ceiling. Here comes the Eagles. Hodge gets the ball up court to Campbell. Campbell down inside low, but broken up. Nice play by Mitchell. Devere brings him up, sets him. Out on the outside is Stanford. She doesn't like that. She's going to stop. She's going to get over to Fleenor. Fleenor's going to put it up. Rims out for the 3. No good. Ball over to Hodge. Hodge bringing it up. Looking for her people. Campbell over in the corner. There she is. They'll get it to her for the 3. Campbell, no good. Rebound, though, is going to be picked up by Campbell, her sister.
And she'll travel. That'll result in a turnover.
Number 13, Lucy Campbell, the senior, 5'8". Madeline Campbell, number 12, the freshman. No, excuse me, the sophomore, at 5'11". So it was Campbell to Campbell there.
Well, with a minute left, Gil, in this half, only a 4-point game. And if a shot or two could fall here, it could be very, very close or tied by half.
Stanford gets the ball into Flea, who gets it out to Cologne. It puts it in! Cologne!
Shot will count.
Andriana Colombe.
Now, it was a dead ball foul after the shot, and Jim Armorall, the official, is going to call it. So going to the line for a one-on-one situation will be Mitchell. So it could actually result in a 4-point play here, Gil.
Samantha Hodge, number 5, that's her 3rd foul there. And Mitchell puts up 1.
Wow, what a turnaround here with 42 seconds left.
Who made that basket? It was Mitchell?
It was Mitchell. And
in and out, no good. Nice steal. The press still working as Devere is going to go all the way. Bounce pass on the lane. Put it up as Fleenor.
Great steal by Hodge.
Stealing the ball again is Fleenor, and they're going to say she traveled after she stole it.
But Gil, look who's leading this game as the last half of the first half wanes down. 27-26, the Miners are leading.
It was a 4-point game, 26-22, just about 20 seconds ago. Oh, somebody left the back door open right there, and they're going to foul her. No, they don't. They stripped the ball away and say she stepped out of bounds. Great play by Morgan Mitchell. But then after she got the ball and stripped it away, stopped the shot, she stepped out of bounds. Del Oro's ball, 21 seconds remaining. Get
Long
the ball
shot.
into Huckabee.
Oh.
Huckabee for 3. Oh, my, her 4th three-pointer of the game. 14 points for Huckabee. 29-27 in favor of the Golden Eagles. As Huckabee brings the ball down, throws it up, buzzer sounds, fans applaud, and the teams rally to leave the court. And, Paul, I think we've got a ball game here.
Boy, we sure do, Gil, and more than we expected. The crowd is giving them a good round of applause, and they certainly deserve it. These Miner girls are hanging right in there.
So with the score 29-27 here at the half, we'll go ahead and remind you that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten tonight by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers knows the requirements for a beautiful home, and of course it all begins with a good foundation. Hanson Brothers specializes in site preparation and the placement of underground utilities and septic systems. Then, of course, you add drainage, driveway paving, concrete work, and finally finish it off with topsoils and garden enhancements from Hanson Brothers and Colfax. It's all at Hanson Brothers Construction, HB Rentals, and Hanson Brothers Colfax, where no project is too small. Speaking of small.
Yeah, there you go. And by Hills Flat Lumber Company, Hills Flat is turning green. They've been your local home center since 1921 and have 2 green locations to serve you in Colfax and in Grass Valley, where they produce up to 160 kilowatts of energy to run their stores every day. And now, featured at Hills Flat is their new appliance center with models on display from Genair, Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, Amana, and Estate. Let the appliance guru, Tim Lloyd, answer any questions you might have at both locations of the Hills Flat Lumber Company, and that's in Colfax and Grass Valley.
Kind of hard to read when I'm pulling at your papers over there. And, of course, Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance. Good job. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one, and that's why he supports Nevada County Sports and the NU Lady Miners. Mike has also assembled a winning team for you in the insurance industry, and he's staffed that place with your friends and neighbors right here in Nevada County who really care about you and your family's insurance needs. They work hard every day to meet your expectations and exceed them at Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services.
You can do that, can't you, Gil? I know you can.
If I wanted to pull a hammy.
Yeah, or whatever else. And by Soft Answers, Dallas Wilhelm is your local computer specialist in the computer software management, design, and consultation industry. That's why top companies in Nevada County call on Dallas and Soft Answers to team up with them to solve their toughest computer problems. Dallas is the one to call for all those hard-to-solve computer issues when you design your system. So make your computer and your computer system your friend again with the help of Dallas Wilhelm and Soft Answers. Proud to donate his time as one of the NU Minor JV boy basketball coaches.
And we got a little throwdown going down here as we do our mentions. And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, Gil Dominguez along with Paul Brown saying thanks for joining us tonight throughout the playoffs. And don't forget all about the 3rd annual NU Minor Basketball Crab Feed coming up Saturday, February 28th. This year the Crab Feed moves to the Old Stonehouse Brewery in Nevada City. Doors open at 6, and the one and only Mark Hauser will host the festivities and the auction while you dine on crab, clam chowder, pasta salad, and French bread. So don't forget the 3rd annual NU Minor Basketball Crab Feed and Auction on Saturday, February 28th. Of course, for more information, contact any one of those guys right there, John Pay, Blaney, Steve Pilcher here at school, or Mike Merchant.
You know, it's the first time I've ever done a game and actually gotten hungry listening to you do one of these infomercials here. I love crab. How about you?
Oh, well, that's a great event there. We've gone to every single one they've had so far, and a lot of fun right there. The crab feed coming up, and I like the soup. The soup and the bread is good, too. All right, let's go ahead and take our little walk around the foothills as we get you all caught up here as we come into it's hard to believe it's already going to be the last week of the season, Paul.
Unbelievable.
And playoffs begin on the 24th. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just go through those power rankings real quick as we go ahead and take a look at where they are. These are the latest power rankings through the games of February 27th. And as we said before, Nevada Union is at 12, Placer 21, Bear River at 11, Colfax 13, and Forest Lake 8. So Forest Lake gets the home game. Colfax, Bear River, and Nevada Union are all on the road at this time. In the men's power rankings, Nevada Union boys moved up 3 spots to the number 9 position. They are 1 spot away from getting a home game here. Placer, I don't know if they can see the playoffs from where they are at 22. Bear River in 2nd place, moving up 2 spots from number 4 to number 2. Colfax coming in at 14, and Forest Lake Christian still in the hunt for a home game, although they went down from number 2 to number 4. So let's go quickly now through our standings. Here they are in the girls' standings, Sierra Foothill League. We talked about this before. Del Oro 9-0, Nevada Union 6-3. Del Oro only a 2-point favorite here, or they're ahead by 2 at the half. In the PVL, Bear River at 4-3, coming in second behind El Dorado, another powerhouse there. Colfax at 6-4, making their move here at the second half of the season. And Placer at 4-3. Whitney, Lincoln, and Mesa Verde picking up the balance there. In the CVCL, it's the Forest Lake Christian Lady Falcons in 3rd place behind Vacaville Christian and Sac Waldorf. Then over in the Boys League, in Division I, we have the Nevada Union Miners. Big win against Granite Bay. They'll take on Rockland here on Monday. We'll be here. Be sure you tune in for that game. Rockland undefeated in that league as well, and only 2 losses all season. Del Oro 6-2, Nevada Union 5-3, Granite Bay, Wood Creek, Oakmont, and Roseville 0 for forever. In the PVL, it's the Bear River Bruins suffering a tough loss last night against the Lincoln Zebras. Lincoln jumped out early in the first period. Bear River couldn't catch up. Hands Bear River only their 2nd defeat in league all season long. Both of them trailing Whitney. Whitney will play Bear River in that last week of the season on Monday. Colfax coming in at number 4 at 5-5, and the Placer Hillman at 3-5, and then Mesa Verde 0-10. In the CVCL boys, Forest Lake Christian at 8-2, 16-5 overall, leading that division with a win over Victory Christian. Sac Waldorf at 7-2, Vacaville Christian, Forest Hill at 4-6, Delta and Woodland Christian bringing up the rear. So Forest Lake, those dominant Rickhart, John Rickhart, or is it Josh?
Josh.
Playing, his brother was there last year. Now it's just him. Certainly all-league player right there. in the Central Valley League.
Perhaps the most valuable player in the league, Josh Rickard.
So there's your walk around the foothills for this night, February 12th, as we head into the final week of basketball next week. And, of course, we'll let you know right now that the NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten by Quail Ridge Senior Living. At Quail Ridge Senior Living, their elders don't live at their facility. They work in their home. Their 84 units really feel like home, with 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, each with kitchenettes and private baths, and individual climate control to ensure your comfort. And be sure to join us and the residents at Quail Ridge for the 2nd annual Heroes for Hospice auction on April 25th. There you'll have an opportunity to meet and bid on lunch with one of Nevada County's local heroes. And, of course, all the proceeds go directly to the Hospice of the Foothills. A couple of those heroes, Dave Humphers was selected as a hero, and our very own Tom Fitzsimmons doing the game tonight up in KNCO. He does not know that yet, so shh, don't tell him.
Don't tell Tom he's a hero.
We're going to surprise him on the radio. He doesn't know that either. Anyway, April 25th, come on down. You can buy Tom Fitzsimmons.
And by All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning, customer satisfaction is the reason that Doran and Max Bennett are celebrating 13 years of business in Nevada County. The Bennett family wants to thank you for the trust you have placed in them whenever you need service, repair, or installation. A heating and air conditioning unit is one of your most important purchases you'll ever make, and that's why they are Nevada County's only certified trained comfort specialist. If replacement is needed, this winter, All Phase Air Conditioning can help you. All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning, proud sponsors of Nevada Union Sports Programs.
And B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. B&C teams up with Rain Drip to make watering your entire garden easy for you. Planting season will soon be here as soon as this snow melts, and now it's time to install that irrigation system for your vegetable garden. Rain Drip systems give your garden the moisture it needs automatically, and of course B&C carries the complete line of Rain Drip products, including connectors, adapters, and timers. B&C open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. Start right, start here with the Fowler family at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. And we'll wait on that last one because we're already underway right here as Pullman puts in a two-pointer for the Golden Eagles, making it 31-27. This is a statement quarter here for the Lady Miners, Paul.
And the Miners are trying to come right back here, but you got to know that Del Oro went in at halftime. And what is the coach going to say to them? They probably haven't been this close in a ball game in the last 10 games. So they're going to come back with a vengeance, you know it, this half.
Devere out to Mulligan, who makes it. 2 points for Mulligan. Stop, jump. Oh, beautiful little shot by Huckabee for her 16th point. Seven points for Fleenor so far in the contest. 5 for Mulligan.
And a good block inside there.
As Stanford tries to lay it up, but is blocked, like you said. Mitchell has 4. Stanford has 3. Cologne has 4. Becca Devere leading all scorers. She's got so many down here. She's not leading, I guess, Huckabee. She's got 16. That's got all those 3-pointers. Ball goes out to Huckabee now. There she is, top of the key, gets the ball over to Hodge. Hodge puts it up off the front of the rim, no good. A little bit short. Ball rolls off. Devere's got it. 1-on-1. Going against Hodge. She lays it up and in!
Boy, when Devere gets her eye on that basket, there's no stopping her.
11 points for Devere as Huckabee tries to get it up into the front court. Finally does. Goes up against Mitchell. Stops. Puts it up on a bounce.
And that looked like a travel to me, Gil.
Against Stanford. Yeah, the way she went right around.
And then had a little hop in there.
Number 10, Stanford, third personal.
So that's the third personal foul on Stanford.
Megan Huckabee at the line.
So Megan Huckabee rolls around the rim, hits the heel, and comes out. Huckabee with 4 3-pointers tonight. Hits that one for 17 points. Leading all scorers here in the game. Lady Miners now with an opportunity. Fleenor, a little bit of a lazy pass. Tipped away. Picked up by Mitchell, though. Touched by Del Oro, so they could get it in the backcourt. Here comes Fleenor now. Got to watch your passes against these Del Oro Golden Eagles. Ball gets over to Mulligan. Now on the outside. Big rainbow shot as the buzzer went off with Stanford.
Good defense there by Del Oro, forcing an errant shot and using all of the shot clock.
Huckabee now, long pass over to Hodge. She's going to get it, bring it back out, set it up. Over into the corner is Pullman. She's going to stop. Shoot! Nice! 15-footer.
Pullman with a pretty jump shot. Good elevation, squaring the basket.
9 points for her tonight as Fleenor brings it up. She's going to lose the handle. They're going to fall to the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Not too many good things are going to happen when you're in that position, Paul.
Not when you're on the floor. No, not against this Del Oro team. And you notice, Gil, Del Oro is sneaking up there. Now they're ahead by 5. They're just wearing them down, getting those good high percentage shots under the basket.
Angela Hatchie in the game for the Miners. See if she can bring some energy to this team. The pass was down into Nolan, and right over on top of her was Fleenor to grab it for the jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Miners, and they'll take it up court. No pressure from the Eagles as they set up in a defense on the other side. Unable to really penetrate there is Hatchie.
Very difficult to drive against the zone defense when the zone collapses in on you. And she was going nowhere, loses the ball.
Inbound is Obert. Finally gets it in, beats the clock. Long lead passes to Hodge. Hodge going to go all the way to the basket. Put it up. Oh, in and out. That looked like a good layup by Hodge, but it just hit the far side of the rim and then came out. Ball's going to come out to Del Oro, though. Fresh 30 seconds on the clock. Pass into Huckabee. Huckabee bounces in the lane. No good. Tries to get her own rebound. No good. Devere going for the ball. Strips it away. Battling for it is Obert. Finally gets the ball out to Nolan. All the way across to Huckabee. Huckabee puts it up. Three for Megan Huckabee. 20 points on the game and her 5th three-pointer. Oh, my. Turn out the lights. The party's over. Megan Huckabee, 5 3-pointers on the night.
And you know, when she lets that ball go, you could just see the confidence. She knows that thing's going in the hole. There's nothing but nylon.
Lady Miners got to find an answer to her, which they haven't found yet, as Hatchie drives the baseline.
And Courtney Nolan says, here's your answer. I'm going to slap this ball away.
Mitchell gets the ball into Fleenor. Fleenor over in the corner in the three-point land. Comes out toward the top of the key, gets the ball to Devere. Devere yo-yos with the right hand, gets it over to Stanford. Back over to Devere, who arches a 30-foot shot. High off the glass, no good. Kind of a desperation as the buzzer went out kind of shot. Now the Lady Miners are trapping again on the defense. Del Oro breaks it with Pullman. But now the ball comes loose. Timeout. So Devere gets the ball, quickly looks up at referee Amaral and says, timeout.
Great heads-up play by Devere, who's on the floor and knows she's going to be tied up.
You know, you just can't teach that, the kind of skills that Becca Devere has. We've seen it ever since she was a freshman, and just a really fun player to watch for the Lady Miners. It's hard to believe that she's already a senior.
True.
We're going to miss watching her play next year. Her energy is something that's contagious on the court.
And, you know, it's very clear-headed. You notice that last play that she was on the floor and she quickly thought of calling a timeout. Most players wouldn't even consider that. It would get tied up and most likely go the other direction. But
well, it's either going to be traveling or they're going to tie it up for a jump ball, unless you do that. So now here's Fleenor, 39-31, and you're right, Del Oro very sneakily taking an 8-point lead here in the third period. Lady Miners need to do something to stop the bleeding of Huckabee, that she's causing them a lot of pain, and get some offense going. That one bounces off the rim, high into the air, no good. Rebound, though, is Devere.
And she'll go to the line and get a couple.
Nolan, that'll be her third personal foul for Nolan. So Devere with 11 points goes to the line, makes it 12. And she'll shoot 2. Pulls the Lady Miners to within 7. It's a 6-point ball game now. In for the Lady Miners comes Benevento. You know, I just like saying that.
It's a great word.
Saw her little brother play in Little League for the Penn Valley team in the Tournament of Champions.
I do remember that. I remember the name. I don't remember the game.
Her dad coaching for the Penn Valley team. So the bigger Benevento now playing on the varsity Lady Miners. Benevento with the ball. Passes down to Mitchell amongst the trees. God, how did she get that away? Throws it up over to Stanford. Score it! How did Mitchell get that ball out of those trees without taking a mulligan? Hodge with the ball, driving all the way down the baseline. They get it to Nolan!
When you need a basket, you go to your bread and butter, and that's Courtney Nolan for Del Oro.
9 points on the night for Courtney Nolan, 41-35, 6-point game again as Devere shoots the 3, no good. Rebound is Pullman. Now they get the ball to Hodge. Hodge, the quarterback, calling for the stack in the center. In front of her is Fleenor, tries to knock it down. They get the ball into Nolan at the base. She turns, can't shoot it, hands it out to Huckabee. She can shoot it from anywhere. Putting it in, though, is Obert. Her third point of the night, 43-35. And the little engine that could, running out of firewood for the Boilers here as they try to climb the mountain that is the Del Oro Golden Eagles in their undefeated league season. Del Oro just methodical, Paul.
They are. They are methodical. But you've got to hand it to these Lady Miners who have been relentless. They're staying on with that full court press, which is still working for them.
It is. It's creating some havoc and some turnovers. But, of course, you've got Huckabee right there who's got 20 points on the game. She's killing them. You got to throw somebody at her. And, of course, you need to get some scoring and something offense going on the other side, which they haven't been able to do so far here in the third period.
But when you can't score from the outside, you kind of drive and you try to get to that line, and they have been successful doing that tonight.
So Devere with the ball now. Bringing it up. Benevento goes to the outside. There's Mitchell. Stanford over into the base. Bounce inside for Fleenor. And they're going to bring in the substitute right now.
They're going to sit Courtney Nolan,
which will be Dobb. Nolan with 3 fouls as Mitchell looks to bring in the ball. 5 seconds are counting. She gets it into Flea. Over to Stanford. Oh, through Stanford's head. She saves it before it goes backcourt. Fleenor on the right-hand side. Now comes to the middle. Fleenor bouncing. Changes hand with the dribble. Off to Devere. Devere at the free throw line. Puts it up. No good. Rebound is going to be Del Oro. Ball bouncing around down there. Finally picked up by Hannah Dobb.
And you got to love the hustle Morgan Mitchell's in there. She is trying to hawk that ball away.
That's her second personal foul of the game. As the press continues by Benevento. You got Benevento, you got Fleenor, you got Devere all around you like pesky little gnats. They get the ball out to Campbell. Campbell down in low all the way to Obert. Obert trapped on the baseline is going to travel. So the press works again for the Lady Miners, but they're still down by 8. 50 seconds remaining here in the third period. 23 seconds on the shot clock, so about 20 seconds remaining. Here's a three-pointer, no good. Rebound falling out of bounds is going to be Obert. It's going to be Miner ball with a fresh 30.
And that's the difference right now, Gil, in that second half, is those long shots aren't falling like they were in the first.
Well, it's a game of whoever scores the most points is going to win this.
You think?
That's what they tell me. Mitchell to bring it in. Mitchell looking. Clock is winding down, gets it in to Fleenor. Plenty of time. Shot, game clock, 8 seconds ahead of the shot clock. Ball over to Stanford. She'll put it up inside the arc for a two-pointer. 7 points for Stanford. Shot clock is off, 21 seconds. Hodge brings it up. Gets it over to Dobb. Dobb, cross-court pass to nobody, but tracking it down is Pullman. Ball gets back out to Hodge. Hodge, bounce pass underneath. There's outside to Pullman. She'll put it up. 20-footer, no good. Rebound tipped. Whistle blows.
And the Lady Miners are sneaking back into this game, Gil.
But they run out of time here. I don't know why Becca was bringing it up nonchalantly.
Yeah.
With time running down in the third period. Whistle blows. And the score here, 43-37. Certainly not the 30-point blowout that happened down in Del Oro.
Boy, that's an understatement. And, you know, if they just hang around, give themselves a chance at the end of this game, the Miners could come up and steal this one away, and that would be a big upset.
There it is. Del Oro 14-10 in the third period. Del Oro 15-11 in the second period. Only period the Miners won is in the first. And, of course, the NorCal Game of the Week, underwritten by Walker's Office Supplies. Friendly customer service, well, you can't put a price on it, but you know it when you see it. It's being helpful without pushy, knowledgeable, and the ability to share that information with the customer. Mike Anderson and his staff at Walker's know your business, and they know your name because they live here just like you do. They carry thousands of products, so you don't have to go down the hill or to the big box store. They have weekly email specials. You can shop in the store, over the phone, fax in an order, or order online at walkersgv.com, and they'll have it for you the very next day. Walker's Office Supplies, another great supporter of your NorCal Game of the Week, bringing you sports television here in the foothills since 1997. Wow. Yeah,
I was in grammar school.
That was like a whole nother century ago. 1997.
And you were here. You remember your first game? We've got to talk about that some night.
Oh, yeah. Well, we saw the actual first game was Junior Miners, Junior Bruins down at Bear River, and we did all 4 of those telecasts down there. They wouldn't let us broadcast at the high school level at the beginning.
I'll be darned.
Didn't know us. Didn't trust us. He was just some guy from L.A.
That'd be you.
That would be me. But over the course of the years, we've proven ourselves to be loyal, trustworthy, and true. And now here we are, Lady Miners, in the fourth quarter, down by 6. Getting the ball there is Cologne. She's going to be run over, steamrolled by Sewell.
Both teams with 2 fouls, so that is not something that's going to impact this game as of right now. 7:45 left, Gil, in this fourth quarter.
That's the second foul for Sewell as Fleenor brings the ball up. Now she gets it over to Benevento. They're going to stay with Benevento in the corner. She tries to pass the ball to Flea. Gets broken up, though. They're going to take the ball out again. Francesca gets the ball into Devere. Now it's back out to Benevento. Benevento inside the three-point line. Passes over to Colomb. Colomb looks for Millhouse. Gets it to her, drives the base, no good. Shot goes up by Fleenor for three! Hayden Fleenor! And her 10th point of the game. Makes it a three-point game for the Lady Miners. This one going down to the wire. Don't you dare leave that sofa. At the Dobb, no good. Rebound is Lady Miners and Becca Devere. Pushing the ball up the court. Into the, throws it over to the corner where Fleenor is. Ball goes out of bounds. What a great presence of mind. Hayden, Becca Devere.
To see out the corner of her eye and make that pass. Great court vision and presence.
Even in the 8th grade, she was a little phenom. And the kind of kid that any college coach would love to have on their team.
Well, we got to pick a player of the game, and it should be my choice, Gil, and I'm going to leave that one up to you.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. If it's your choice, then
I'm going to leave that up to you, but she would be my choice.
Oh, I see. Rebound is going to be Millhouse. 3-point game.
I can pick it if you want to. I'll just pick her right now.
As Fleenor gets the ball over to Devere. Devere travels baseline, puts it on the glass!
And there they are, sneaking back into this game. A 1-point game now.
15 points for Devere. As Sewell puts it in, make it a 3-point game again. Devere on the outside. Colomb.
Mishandling the ball. Colomb travels.
Well, Colomb thought about that three-pointer from the corner and then decided not to, and then she traveled. So always go with your first instincts. Colomb shakes it off, though. She's ready to play defense now. As Hodge goes against Devere. Fleenor tries to step in. No good, though. Little shot by Pullman. It's good.
So smooth. Coming down the court, setting up and hitting those shots.
47-42. Del Oro back out to a 5-point lead. 5:35 remaining in the game. Fleenor for three!
Oh, my goodness.
Fleenor for three! 13 points on the game!
Keeping the Miners close with their three-point shooting. Fleenor.
Timeout! Mike Takayama seen all he wants to see.
And the look on the bench on the Del Oro side, they don't know what to make of this, Gil. I don't think that they're used to having only a 2-point game this late. And you can see...
after beating the Lady Miners by 30 over at their place.
I'll tell you, the second stringers were probably figuring they were going to get some floor time tonight. And the first stringers were thinking they were going to get a rest. Well, that didn't happen.
That did not happen. 5:26 remaining in the game, 47-45. Gil Dominguez along with Paul Brown and the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team bringing you this exclusive coverage of Lady Miner basketball here from the Ali Gymnasium on the campus of Nevada Union High School. Hang on to your seats, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great 5:26 remaining. As Sewell brings it in. Gets it over to Hodge. Hodge, he's going to drive all the way in, put up the little soft 5-footer.
Great shot by Hodge. Tough shot.
4 points for Hodge. Now it's Devere's turn. What's she going to do with her Lady Miner? She's going to go right on the little screen by Benevento. Get the ball over to Fleenor. Fleenor, second highest scorer of the team. Outside the three-point line, terminates the dribble. Gets the ball over to Benevento. Benevento circles around her. Tipped away, picked up by Devere on the garbage. Devere, one leg, 1 foot, 1 hand, throws it up, and gets fouled.
Gets bailed out is what she did. The clock was running down to about 4 seconds. There really wasn't much there. And Becca Devere.
Well, like you said, she just makes things happen. Devere at the line. Scores her 16th point. Fleenor with 13 points right behind her. Oh! Ooh, in and out, heartbreak. That ball was halfway down. Picking up the ball is Obert, now passing it over to Huckabee. Huckabee, queen of the three-pointers tonight with 5. Gets it out to Hodge. Hodge, top of the key, going against Fleenor. Fleenor lets her go by. Picked up on the right-hand side by Cologne. Now there's Huckabee again. Huckabee, she can shoot it from anywhere and does from inside. No good, though. Picked up by Nolan. Throws the ball down, and they save the ball, but they carry it over into the back court.
That was questionable call, Gil. And Mike is protesting a bit. That ball was loose. I'm not sure it was backcourt, but that's the call.
Well, the Miners have to touch it in order for it not to be backcourt, and it was tapped by Obert and went backcourt. So I think that's what the ruling was. In any event, 4:12 remaining. Devere over to Fleenor. Fleenor fakes left, goes right. It's the ball over into the corner, and Cologne travels again. Cologne not very happy with her performance. Pulls her hair a little bit tighter, and she's ready to go. Here comes Huckabee. Huckabee over to Hodge. Hodge over into the corner. Back out to Huckabee. Now it's over to Nolan, playing on the outside this time. Over to Hodge, no good. Rebound is Devere. Devere pushing it up court. Going by herself. Fakes left, puts it up off the glass, no good. Little bit of out of control there. Down in the corner now is Pullman. Back out to Hodge. Hodge setting it up now. Half-court game. Over to Huckabee. Huckabee way cross-court past the Pullman. Back out to Hodge. We're right back where we started. There's Huckabee for two-pointer. No, they're giving her 3.
Well,
Huckabee, another three-pointer. 23 points on the night. 6 3-pointers for Huckabee. That's why they call her the queen. Devere wants to penetrate. Gets the ball out to Cologne. Cologne going to put it up. No good. Short.
And you can see that Cologne is disappointed with her play tonight. She thought she had that shot, too. It was beautifully lined up, but just didn't go down.
Well, it was a little bit short. Didn't hit anything. Now here comes Huckabee. You got to put somebody on her because she will kill you. With 23 points, she's almost half of the scoring for Del Oro. Big night for Megan Huckabee. Hodge over to Pullman. She'll stop. 16-footer, no good. Rebound is going to be Obert. Back out to Pullman. Put it up, no good. Rebound Obert again. Baseline over to Huckabee. She'll spin, she'll throw it up, scoring, and fouled. Huckabee, 25 points and goes to the line.
And when it comes down to the last couple of minutes, good teams find a way to score and get it done. And that's what's happening right now with this Del Oro Golden Eagle team.
54-46. Every time the Lady Miners get close, there's Huckabee. Every one of her three-pointers has been back-to-back. She'll make 2 3-pointers in a row. Started in the first period, 2 3-pointers, and then a regular basket. Then she made 2 3-pointers, a regular basket, a free throw, then 2 3-pointers and a regular basket, and now she's at the line.
There she is there, and she's cute too, Gil.
Senior, 5'9", playing for Del Oro for a number of years. And I'll bet you Mike Takayama happy to have her on the team as she scores the basket on the free throw for 26 points on the evening. Just about 50% of the Del Oro scoring has been Megan Huckabee. Ball almost thrown away. Stanford picks it up. 2:10 remaining as Fleenor drives to the right-hand side. Rebound is Mitchell. White ball. Foul's going to be on Huckabee. That'll be her second personal foul of the night. Mitchell hits the bottom of the backboard trying to get the ball out to Devere. Picked up by Del Oro. Here comes Hodge. 1:50 remaining. The refrigerator door starting to close. The eggs are cooling. The butter's getting hard for the Del Oro Golden Eagles. Mitchell now on the left-hand side. Ball over to Huckabee. She can score from anywhere. I think I saw her score once from the lobby. Courtney Nolan gets the ball over to Pullman, whose shot didn't go down. That was some night.
From the lobby, huh?
From the lobby, it was incredible.
Is that where she found the hard butter that was in the icebox that was shutting, or whatever that was? You'd never hear Marty Mortensen say something like that.
That's an old Chick Hearn expression.
Is it?
Yeah. When the game's winding down, the refrigerator door is closing, the eggs are cooling, the butter's getting hard. And when the refrigerator door closes all the way, the light goes out and the game is over.
Well, Marty Mortensen somewhere, somehow is rolling over in his grave to hear him say that.
Oh, he's not. Oh, no, he's not in his grave. Not Marty.
No, let's hope not.
Chicky Baby is.
Yeah.
And, of course, growing up in Los Angeles and listening to Chick for all those years, he used to call it the bird's eye view of the game, and we would do the simulcast on radio and in television, and just loved to call the action as fast as it was happening. So,
you know, we have been thoroughly entertained here tonight, Gil. The JV game was excellent, just like this one. This has actually started to the Del Oro Golden Eagles are pulling ahead finally. But this has been a wonderful back-and-forth game. Both teams putting on a great show.
Well, if the Lady Miners can play with this intensity for the rest of the season, then they could move up, get a home game, and do well in the first round of the playoffs.
Well, like John McDaniel said, he thought he needed to win 2 out of the last 3. And I don't think he was counting as this one of them.
Devere. So Morgan Mitchell falling on the court on the far side. Gets a little tape on her knee. 1:15 remaining and a 9-point ball game as the ball goes out to Stanford. Mitchell out to Fleenor. Lady Miners putting up a heck of a battle here tonight against the top-ranked Del Oro Golden Eagles, undefeated in league play and only 1 loss all season. Get the ball down in low, but it's picked off by Hodge. Hodge has played a great game all night. 44 seconds remaining. The press tied her up, but they're going to call a foul on Devere.
Devere, second personal.
So 16 points for Becca Devere, 13 points for Hayden Fleenor tonight. Not that the player of the game is all built on offense. Stanford played a good game. Mitchell was inspirational. It's going to be a tough choice.
Well, like I said, this is your party, Gil. I'm going to let you choose it.
In and out, and then back in and out again. Throwing up the shot is Pullman. So our player of the game is going to be number 23, Becca Devere. And we'll talk with her right after the game. And after Sean gets her, then you can have him for the closing ceremonies in the commander there, Brandon. Mr. Duckett handling some directing duties for us tonight. Big thanks to him for that. 6 seconds remaining. Lady Miners aren't going to foul. They're just playing some tough defense. Ball goes up. No good. And Del Oro Golden Eagles are going to remain perfect after a scare from the Lady Miners in a ball game that no one gave them much hope for. But Lady Miners, the Del Oro Golden Eagles, able to pull this one out as they come into the house of the Ali Gymnasium. I almost said the House of Pain, which would have been the other gymnasium. back in the day when we started, the Lady Miners used to play over in the other gym.
You know, you have to give kudos, though. Huckabee may very well have been the best player on the floor.
Oh, my goodness. What a
wonderful shooter. I mean, it's skilled, plays with both hands, great ball presence, and just shot the lights right out, Gil.
She did, and we'll certainly talk to we'll talk to Becca Devere about that when she goes in and gets the headsets on. And joining us right now in the post-game show, our Touchdown Production player of the game, with a big sigh because she hates to lose.
Hate to lose.
Is Becca Devere. Becca, we got you for 16 points unofficially tonight. But really, it was just a typical Becca Devere hustle performance.
Yeah, thank you.
I was telling Paul, who hasn't had a lot of opportunity to see you play, how much we've enjoyed you since freshman year. And the energy that you bring, and it's just like you're nonstop. You're the original Energizer Bunny.
Thank you. I mean, that means a lot. Been here for a while, so
yeah,
it's coming to the end.
You guys darn near knocked this team off tonight. You gave them a scare, certainly, Becca.
Yeah, we did so much better than last time. Last time we lost by
30,
over 30, and we just came in thinking, you know, we can't get any. You know, there's going to be no surprise. Like everyone's, you know, mostly expecting us to lose. So might as well give everything we've got, and you know, there's no expectation.
The
so might as well.
full-court press seemed to work well. You guys, you got a lot of turnovers, especially early, and you got them off their game.
Yeah, and the first game that we played them, we didn't run the press all that much, and it's kind of made our team.
Well, the press is certainly the way to battle them, although the biggest nemesis of the night, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you, was Megan Huckabee.
She was hitting shots all over the place.
26 points for her, including 6 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's crazy. She played an awesome game. She was on fire. She couldn't stop. I mean, she got it in her hands, and it just was, you know, it was money.
Right.
It's hard to stop that. I mean,
well, you got to get out there on her. So a lot of her shots, she was just left alone.
Yeah.
Because you guys were so busy moving the press around and everything.
And we changed some things up. We went into a zone, a 2-3 zone. So, and we haven't run that all year, but we decided to change it up and try and put that out there to, you know, get it down so they couldn't get it down low, you know, and they beat us outside.
Right.
So, you know.
But you guys
take one away and you give another.
You guys were hanging in there, though, for 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters, and then slowly, almost sneakily, they started pulling away.
Yeah.
And not a lot you can do when Huckabee, her last last 9 points was 2 3-pointers, a shot, and then she hit the free throw over here.
Yeah.
To really kind of put the nail in the coffin there. But Lady Miners overall, I mean, you're going to have a team like Del Oro that's undefeated. Probably no one's going to beat them in league. In third place, though, is the Lady Miners. Power rankings, of course, came out. The second round power rankings. You guys are at number 12.
Yeah.
So John seems to think that you guys can make a move with some victories here down the stretch.
Yeah, and hopefully we're going to win the rest of our games. That's what our plan is. That's what our goal has been all year, to be 8-4 in league. And so hopefully we get that through, and hopefully our power rankings do go up, so maybe we'll even have a home game for playoffs.
Right, and fortunately your league strength is 7.8. That's only 0.2 down from Kennedy, which has the highest league strength in that Delta Valley Conference. So Sierra Foothill League basketball, very strong in your power league ranking. And, you know, all you have to do is crack that top 8. And ahead of you right now is Modesto, Davis, Sheldon, and then and Franklin of Elk Grove. So all in all, a very a good season for the Lady Miners. I think you will go to the postseason no matter what, but of course you'd like to have a home game.
Yeah,
there.
Of course. I mean, nobody expected us to even to be in the playoffs, you know, let alone have a home game. So.
Well, you guys had a great team last year.
Yeah, and everyone left.
And everyone left, except for Becca.
So
Becca,
fun.
is there any designs on playing ball next year? Maybe.
Yeah, I'm hoping to play basketball in college. Not quite sure where yet, but hopefully.
Anybody knocking on your door?
A few colleges are talking to me and emailing me and stuff, but well, I'm just gonna play my heart out and hopefully somebody will notice.
Well, I think your game is great, and of all the girls' basketball that we see, one of the best hustle games that I've ever seen, if you wouldn't agree, both on offense and defense, and I'm sure some team would be proud to have you.
Thank you.
I don't know where you get the energy.
I don't know.
I don't know. It comes within. So I've had it since I was little.
That's right. I've seen you play for a number of years, and it's always there. Becca Devere joining us here on the post-game show. Tonight's touchdown production, player of the game winner, and, of course, you receive a lovely plaque from CombiTrophyAwards.com, and we'll get that made up and get it over to you.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks a lot, Becca,
Thanks.
for joining us here in the post-game show.
Thank you.
Our player of the game as she runs off. See, even just leaving, she runs.
How about she runs between classes?
Becca Devere, little fireball of intensity. Wow. Great game, and a great game for the Del Oro Golden Eagles, who have left the building. They're in the bus, and they're probably out on Ridge Road right now.
Along with almost everybody else.
So while they get ready to sweep the floor here, we'll go ahead and stop. And there's Mike Takayama. Let's see if let me see if I can call him. He's such a great guy. Hang on.
Mike! Mike!
Looks like he's got your attention.
Wow, that's great. We'll talk to him about his team before we go. Where are we at in the program, guys? How long? Okay, good. We got a few minutes right there. Let's go ahead and talk with head coach Mike Takayama. I didn't get a chance to talk with you in the pregame. I was kind of waving over there for you to come and join me and John McDaniel, but couldn't get your attention, Mike.
I was really focused. I apologize for that, but we didn't come out like we were very focused tonight. But Nevada Union played a very tough game tonight. They hustled their butts off up and down the floor, and gave us a very good game.
It was a very good game. It was a very good game for you guys because you don't get to see that kind of pressure every night.
That's right.
With your schedule and with your victories that you have. And a very good game for them because they're going to see Del Oro type teams in the playoffs because they're playing in Division I, and of course you guys are in Division II.
Right. Well, actually Division III, but that's okay. Well, for basketball, we're Division III.
Oh, okay.
But that's they deserve a lot of credit for getting after tonight and putting a lot of ball pressure on, and that's exactly what we talked about in the locker room was that those games are good for us because really nobody really tries to press us that much, and Nevada Union did a great job, and
they did,
and we had to execute a lot better and go deeper in our press breaker. So it was good. It was a good game for us, and fortunately we were able to get out with the win because it's always tough to win up here.
Well, it is, and so there they are. They are in Division III. The number 1 seed right now is Del Oro. And Mike, we've seen you so many times over the years, and as I've told you before, you're the only visiting coach that we ever talk to. We just don't even like any of the rest of them. No, that's not true.
I appreciate that, but I think that was just a nice way to say, man, you've been doing it for a heck of a long time.
Well, you have, and of course we've been down to your house a few times with Placer and stuff when you used to play them. What can you tell us tonight about the play of Megan Huckabee?
That was a breakout game for her. She was outstanding. She knocked down every shot she saw tonight, and we needed every point of it, let me tell you.
6 3-pointers we had her for unofficially, and 26 points overall.
I'm going to have to quit bugging her about breaking backboards now. I'll definitely consider her a shooter at this point. I take back all my negative comments, Megan.
Boy, if she's not a shooter, I don't know who is. She was responsible for about 50% of your scoring tonight.
Yeah, no. You know what? Again, I think her season high to this point was 12 or 13 points.
Oh, my goodness.
And you know what? I've been going, hey, you feeling it? You feeling it? And we've been kind of, but she really felt it tonight. She had the stroke going, and again, you know, what a night to come through because, you know, I mean, they really made us struggle in what we were doing, and they had us rattled, and we haven't been rattled for a while.
Well,
so.
you did look a little rattled, and I know when you watch the DVD, you'll hear Paul comment that if perhaps you guys haven't been in this circumstance very often, and especially after beating them by over 30 down at your place,
right.
The girls are going to come in with a little bit of laissez-faire attitude about the game.
Yeah, well, we try not to.
Of course not.
You know, but John had them ready, and he did a great job. The girls definitely got after it. You know, we were back on our heels early, and you can tell they smelled a little blood early there, and we were leaking oil pretty good there. But then, you know, we kind of stabilized the game, and by halftime, and then, you know, we still didn't make any, the defensive stops we normally are accustomed to doing, but. You know, hats off to them also. They did a nice job on the offensive end.
Well, they certainly did, and they got nothing to, you know, but be proud of this game going up against the undefeated Golden Eagles in tonight's contest, and I think it'll help them in the playoffs. Listen, I'll tell you what, buddy. You guys make it to Arco, we'll cover your game.
Hey, we're going to try. You know, we always have St. Mary's and Sac High and a few other teams. You know, Division III is pretty tough, but
it is.
You know, this team has shown great resiliency, and we didn't know what we had at the beginning of the year, but you know, they're a very talented group, and if we can kind of gain some experience, you know, early in the playoffs, I think we can make a good run.
Well, it looks like it. Number 1 seed. Congratulations and continued good success to you, Mike, and I hope to see you over there at Arco.
Thank you very much. I hope so.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Mike Takayama there, the head coach of the Golden Eagles, as we get ready to wrap up the show right here. Glad he was able to we were finally get his attention. He was very focused tonight, like he said.
Yeah,
and didn't see me waving at him.
Yep, absolutely. He was focused, and I think it was very revealing what he said, Gil. I think you gave him a scare.
Well, you're the one that picked up on that. Yep. That was a Paul Browner.
Well, there you go. It must be true.
That's why we pay you the big bucks. Come up with those things. All right, now we're ready to tell you that the NorCal Game of the Week tonight has been brought to you by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. At Hanson Brothers, well, their goals are simple. Provide good customer service and continue as a contributor to our community. Hanson Brothers Enterprises.
And by Hills Flat Lumber Company. Hills Flat's been your local home center since 1921. It's Ed, Sandy, Jeff, Ken, and Jason Pardee, along with Dave Cody, have 2 locations to serve you, Colfax and Grass Valley. That's Hills Flat Lumber.
And Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike and Robin Bratton are proud to be proud of the sportsmanship of the Lady Miners, parents and coaches, and, of course, support NU Sports.
And Dallas Wilhelm and Soft Answers. Dallas is your local computer specialist in the computer software management, design, and consultation industry. Debbie and Dallas love to watch their son, number 2, John, play for the Miners. I like to watch him, too.
And Quail Ridge Senior Living Center, brand new sponsor for us at Quail Ridge Senior Living Center. Their 84 units really do feel like home with 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. And don't forget their 2nd annual Heroes for Hospice auction on April 25th. Join me, Gil Dominguez, along with Mike Merchant, and all the heroes of Nevada County, all the proceeds going to Hospice of the Foothills.
Yeah, All Phase Heating and Air Conditioning. Doreen and Max Bennett are celebrating 13 years in business in Nevada County, and thank you for the trust you've placed in them. They love to support our local teams and say, go Lady Miners.
And the BNC True Value Home and Garden Center, the Fowler family, proud of our local athletes and how they represent our community, and they do believe in the character of youth sports.
And Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his family hoped you've enjoyed this exclusive sports telecast and remind you to get out of the house and take in some basketball games at your local high school. It's a fun way to spend an evening and a great way to show your support for your community.
And, of course, by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television, Gil Dominguez along with Paul Brown saying, thanks for tuning in and making us the #1 sports telecast in the foothills. And be sure to tune in next time as we come right back here to the Ali Gymnasium for the game that was snowed out yesterday as Rockland comes back up the hill. The Rockland brought the thunder on Wednesday night, but the Miners had a quick-hitting snowstorm to end that game. And it sent them back down the hill, and now the battle regroups for this Monday telecast, and we'll be right there with you. Be sure to join me and Scott Spencer for that one. It's NU, it's Rockland. It's another great sports telecast produced by Touchdown Productions, voted one of the best by the Union Readers for 2007.
And look who we have here. Is that Megan Huckabee?
I think it is our breakout player.
Our breakout player of the game. What a game, Megan. We were just loving it.
Let's get a quick word with Megan because she had the game of a lifetime joining us in the booth right here. If we voted player of the games to the other team, which we don't, but you would have been it.
Oh, thank you.
Megan, 26 points.
Megan, let me touch you. You're on fire, girl.
Yeah,
on fire.
You're enough to melt all the snow out there in Nevada County.
That'd be nice, Juan.
6 3-pointers.
Yep.
Now, in talking to Mike, he says, you're not even a shooter.
Well, tonight I had a good night. I don't know. Like, usually I hit some, but not that many. That was a shocker.
Isn't it amazing when you just turn and know that you're going to hit that basket? Isn't that the greatest feeling in the world?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You were completely in the zone, and that big smile on your face every time those would go down. What were you thinking, like, halfway through it?
I don't know. We're just going with the flow of the team. When I got it and I had the shot, no one else was open, I thought I'd take it. So, good teamwork.
Just about 50% of the scoring was you tonight.
Yeah.
Without you having that big night, the Golden Eagles get their first loss of the night.
Well, we wouldn't have won without everybody else, so.
Well, I understand it's a team game, but there was nobody close to 26 points. All right. Nolan had 9, and Hodge had 4. So Pullman had 11, but that's not 26. So great game by you, and she was just hanging around here right now, I think waiting to get a DVD.
Yeah.
And so we thought we'd bring her over, and Paul saw her.
I'm a fan.
Right.
I'm a fan.
Right, we're Huckabee fans. We want the T-shirts.
Oh, gosh.
You got your mom and your dad over here, and they should be proud. I mean, it was so obvious that you were just in the zone tonight, and it's so rare when you see that. And so, Megan, you can hold on to this because it'll be one of those games you remember all your life.
Look back on you.
I told Mike, you guys make it to Arco, we'll cover your game.
Sick. Sounds good.
All righty.
Okay.
Megan Huckabee joining us here further in the post-game show. This post-game show just keeps going and going.
It just goes on and on and on.
All right, thanks a lot. Now we're ready, if you guys are ready, all righty. So, Lady Miners, next time we see them will be senior night right here in the Ali Gymnasium, and that'll be coming up here on the 24th or something like that. It's a Thursday game. So we'll be right back here for senior night. And it'll be a sad night for Becca Devere, but, we'll see where they stack up after that. And wouldn't that be great to get a home playoff game?
And, I'm a fan now. You can call me, and I'll come back.
There you go, Lady Miner basketball. Your executive producer tonight has been myself, Gil Dominguez. Our directors in the truck, Sean Kashevsky and Brandon Duckett. Announcers, myself, Gil Dominguez, and short notice, Paul Brown, Coach Paul Brown, as Jimmy calls him, joining us here in the booth. Camera operators tonight, Chris Glass, Frank Piner, Sean Kashevsky, and Brandon Duckett, everybody rotating around. Appreciate all the effort by those guys. Office manager is Lynn Dominguez. The technical engineer is Paula Mikowski. Remote facilities courtesy of the Commander 2. Commander 2 maintenance keeping us on the road. Plaza Tire and Auto Service, the Hauser family. Thanks a lot, Marky. Touchdown Sportswear, DK in Stitches. Touchdown Accounting, Cinto, Graziano, LLP. Game of the Week Awards, CombiTrophyAwards.com. For Touchdown Productions, there's the address, phone number, email. Give us a call, drop us a line, tell us how we're doing. Always love to hear from you. So Del Oro Golden Eagles remain perfect tonight here at the Ally. Take one from the Lady Miners. For everybody here on the crew, I'm Gil Dominguez. We'll see you next time on the NorCal